As work continues on polishing and wrapping up Build 42, we get a Thursdoid detailing just exactly what they've been working on this past month, including some new art for the game, more location glow-ups, and more. To get straight to it, they start off the blog with a list of small but notable fixes and tweaks that they have been doing recently, which are making fishing clearer and easier to follow for new players by making it more obvious to see when a fish is present or that you have one on your hook. Fixing issues with body dragging because there have been bugs with phasing through walls when you pick up and drop. Improving animal pathfinding to make them act more realistically around walls and map structures, and continued work on the paths that animals will follow through the world. Optimization work on the player's view cone to help the game in busy areas. Map testing and fixing throughout the new towns added to the game and all the existing areas that have been given an upgrade, which are mainly in Moldrau. Adding more opportunities for players who generally don't go to farms and forests to come across animals in the game. And adding the new depth textures to scenery and items that testers discover that they previously missed. After that, they announced that Project Zomboid will now have professional translations for 21 different languages. The community has been the ones mainly helping so far, and their translations will still be in the game. They even say that anyone who was accredited community translator can reach out to them by email or through their Discord server to get a thank you gift. Next, with all the new changes to the map, they are now working on the zombie heat maps for different areas and also changing the way zombies spawn to make it feel more realistic. Zombies will spawn in roads less often now unless there's a car crash or a pileup, and they made it so they practically won't spawn in wide open areas with nothing around. So now if you see zombies, it will usually mean that there's stuff nearby. They give a video to show the before and after of this. Getting into some stuff from the art department, they finished all the newspaper graphics and are now working on more flyers which will help players find locations on the map and encourage exploration. One of them is this new flyer they show for a business called Farming and Rural Supply, which looks really cool. They also commissioned more art for the background of different menus in the game, like the multiplayer connection menu. They are of course in the same style as the famous Bob on a car picture they've been using as their main cover photo for so long, and the new one they share with us looks great. Then they show us some upgrades they have done to a couple locations on the map, namely the Bar Twiggies and the Knob Creek Hunting Lodge. We get this really cool video showing the literal glow up for Twiggies, featuring one of the rare vehicle liveries you can find around the map. And for the hunting lodge, you can see that they changed it to have more of a log cabin look to it in the image they give us. The last major thing they show us in this month's Thursdoid is a montage of some new player animations that we haven't seen before, and they look really awesome. And at the end of the blog, they tell us that the Project Zomboid team has grown twice its size since Build 41, and they've been trying to update their practices to reflect the amount of people they now have. They say that they know that the wait for Build 42 has been hard, and are trying to put, quote, both processes and personnel in place that they hope will improve matters as they move forward through Build 42 and beyond. What this sounds like to me is that they are going to try to make future updates for the game take less time, which would only make sense if they have so many people working for them now. I really hope this is the case, since Project Zomboid has been known to take years on an update, and I feel like that if they could just make this wait a bit shorter, it would greatly increase the game's popularity and reduce frustration for the existing members of the player base. Speaking of which, it is now the end of September, which means that there will only be 3 more Thursdoids coming out in 2024. That means that either in the next couple of months, one of these blog posts will be giving us a release date for the unstable build, or it means that it is basically confirmed now that Build 42 will in fact not be coming out this year as they previously said. Based on how it looks right now, my guess is unfortunately the latter, which is sad, but this hopefully should at least tell us that the arrival of Build 42's unstable branch will follow not long after the new year. So with that, thank you all for watching, join the Discord if you're so inclined, and I'll see you all next time.